In one of my daughter's favorite books called Oi Duck-Billed Platypus, there's a line saying, "Bobs sit on corn on the cobs." And after that, she demanded corn on the cobs. We made it, we made 2 servings out of it, and I thought I'd share with you. It's very simple. First, even before preparing anything, you bring some water to a boil. At least enough to cover the corn. So 750 ml. The idea of the dish came from the fact that after boiling, you realize there's a lot of natural sugar imparted by the corn. So I thought, why not some carrots to reinforce the sweetness, similar cooking time, and some potatoes to give it a bit of body. So you have the corn on the cob, you have the boiled vegetables, and you have nature's sweet broth. 3 dishes out of it. Brilliant. Now, corn, this is a bit too big, so you break it in half. Decent. There you go, straight in. And the carrots, you just peel them. And again, with carrots, the bigger you cut them, the longer they take to cook, so the more crunch they retain. It depends on your kid's preference. Some days they like them really chewy, some days they like them raw. Trim off top and tail this. And today let's do decent medallions. And you can add any vegetables you like, especially if they have the same flavor profile. So in winter time, parsnips would be incredible. I wouldn't do beetroot just because that would kind of change how the soup looks. Again, even before the water boils, you can throw them in. For soup, I like to peel my potatoes. Otherwise, I would keep the skin on actually. If you have enough skin, roast them in the oven. That's another dish. 180. Bit of olive oil, about 20 minutes. And once the water boils, this whole thing cooks in 10 minutes. Cut them into similar sized medallions. If you want a thicker soup, just add a bit more potatoes. The starch would thicken the soup a bit. If you want the soup really thick, blitz them. Once the water is boiling, lid on, and you lower it to medium heat to simmer 10 minutes. After almost 10 minutes, we can plate. Just to help them cool down, I like to lie them flat in a single layer. Fish everything out. And from experience, I always think when you're making a liquidy soup, you're almost always better off serving the solids on one serving dish and the soup in a bowl. Take a miso soup bowl. These are brilliant because they don't break. And they look nice. They don't look silicone. And to avoid a mess, I would serve this one after another, not together. Otherwise, there'd be a lot of dipping going on. For me, one kitchen gadget that I find incredibly helpful is this mini fan, because you can always cool down the food just a bit faster like this when you really need to serve. I prefer using plastic chopsticks than one of those like wooden ones, because then it's not so nice on the kids' hands. Find the soft core in the middle, push hard all the way. That's one. Perfect. And there you have it. Bobs sit on corn on the cobs. I really hope you enjoy. There's no why, I forgot. That's a wrap.